Well, BICB, we have not went over this company before, but I know Joe's going to give you a brief description about what they do. Hopefully, because back over here, look at this. 2014, you guys just been on a nice, steady incline. I mean, holy cow, what else can you say? I was not expecting to see something that nice and steady for a stock trading at 12 cents over that long period of time. I mean, we can actually pull that down. You guys are going to be at the top of this trend, but I can actually, this bottom one needs to come down much more. Even if I go off of that, that's kind of pushing it. This would have to level out towards the bottom of that candle. Now you guys get the idea. Okay, so basically here, obviously back in 2014, up. Look at nice and steady. Just like you know, Boeing or Adobe, nice and steady. Really, I mean that's exactly what they look like over years of time. You guys are, however, at the top of that trend line. We can get into multiple cases of this also. I mean, I can go ahead and base one off of that right there. You guys are kind of getting to that area where you're outside of that trend. So you see exactly what I'm saying or seeing here. The RSI is currently at 64, which isn't too insane. The only thing that I've really noticed with this stock at all, even though it's been, Joe, you seeing what I'm seeing with this chart?
Yeah.
Look at this. And considering the fact that you guys got a days right here, this particular day right here of 100 shares traded, man. Freaking awesome. But it's so nice over 3 years, man. Okay, I'm just mind blown, right? A little mind blown right here because you just don't see this every day of that being a stock traded at 12 cents. So that is all I'm adding on that. Let's talk about what's going on right now. So you guys seen the trend line that I said right there. I think that it might end up pulling back a little bit, but it could get outside that trend line. But the way that this thing's traded for the last 3 years, okay, take that into consideration, right? You do, however, see that it does get outside each way. You get outside right here, but it'll still pull down and come in that trend line. Right here, you guys get out a little bit, but it comes back in, pops out just a little bit. But you guys got the baselines of that burgundy line that I drew for the up and down. And then you guys come back down right here and tap, and now you're outside. I personally think that you might end up pulling back down to that trend line. So keep that in consideration. I think that I covered this chart enough. I'll go ahead and type in the information regarding it. While Joe goes over the company, that should have been enough time for you to pull it up so you don't have to try to scramble, Joe.
Yeah, no scrambling. All right, so I'm not seeing any recent news on it. But what I did was I wanted to go over to their website and look into what they do. BioCube Incorporated is a biotechnology company that seeks to identify, mentor, and facilitate the development of technologies, products, and services for medical and biological applications. The CanaSen Delta 9 is a user-friendly device that can detect the presence of THC in the breath of an individual who has smoked marijuana within several hours prior to being tested. So, yep, see that stair step you're seeing? Yep, this is pretty much why then. So Delta 9 utilizes IMS, PID, and GC column detection technologies to analyze the breath sample collected from an individual exhaling into a tube attached to the device. As the sample passes through the device, it is ionized, and the resulting molecules undergo complete analysis, with the target substances detected and identified. Any resulting concentration levels are calculated and displayed on an LCD screen. Communication with an external computer or a data collection exchange server is accomplished via a USB port. The Delta 9 device is also capable of sounding an alarm once the concentration level reaches present limits. So Delta 9 key characteristics: real-time analysis, high sensitivity and low parts per billion range, superior selective and cross-sensitivity rejection, direct analysis with the use of other devices, low operating costs, and no consumables. So that's pretty much that. I mean, there's more information over here on the company as well. I definitely recommend going over to their actual website and looking into it. I do believe I remember we may have gone over this before. Probably before we started documenting things. I remember, like,
agree. Yeah, totally agree because it does sound familiar. So
yeah,
but it was
I mean,
months ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, they're pink current, and let's see, their latest quarterly report was on the 14th. I'm just gonna pull that up too, because I mean, obviously, with the way that the direction of all these states going into everything else there, obviously, this is a product that would, you know, have potential. So, let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking right here while you're doing that. There's only been about 1,000 shares traded today, so it's pretty weak volume.
Yeah.
You know, I would normally, on weak volume, guys, you guys know how I am with technical analysis. I'd be like, you might want to just stay away for now. But I really like the way that this thing looks over the long term. So if you look, like I said, I'll let you go ahead and finish, Joe, when you're ready.
No, I was just looking at the latest quarterly from that was reported and published on December 14th.
Yeah, really.
Because it gives you a better, like, I mean, they're showing a net loss of 471,000, but I mean, you got to figure it's not like they're building, they're actually building it and everything. So, and then I mean, you look at the direction of things. This is something that I don't know. I highly recommend going and doing your due diligence on this one. And if you have any information on the company or you've been following it, feel free to go to the BICB board over on Investors Hangout and share it with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that are using the site daily. Because this one right here, I mean, you figure, look at the time in the day, like what's going on right now within our country with all these different states, doing this. So I mean, obviously, people would need, or cops, looking at people that are driving under the influence of medical marijuana, and you name it. So I mean, the potential's there. So I would do your due diligence. So make sure that they have everything's up to par, and then go from there. Because I mean, there's potential here with this company if this is all legit. And obviously, I mean, you're watching the way that it's trading, so it looks good. I don't know. You know how it goes, Dave. I don't like to push up companies or anything else, but this is just something that if I was still investing in the stock market, I'd be interested in. That's all. Other than that, feel free to go look at them filings and check it out for yourself.
Okay. All right, so like I said, back as the chart goes, as far as the chart, in my opinion, right there, you guys, well, watch the stock, nice steady trend up since 2014, showing strong interest in long term, in my opinion. Short term might pull back into the channel we see here. Only thing needed is volume, in my opinion. So again, that is going to be stock ticker symbol BICB if you follow the stock. Make sure you click subscribe right now to stay updated with all the hot stocks in the market. And as always, if there's a hot stock that you would like to see us take a look at, head over to investorshangout.com/live and let us know there. Be sure to take your hot stock and add it to the list.